Okay, so now what you're gonna need is you're gonna need some volunteers. You're gonna need a team of people to pull off this event or this series of events for your regional awakening. And so I am going to just give you a couple of tips on how to get the best volunteers and how to really build a team. The first thing I would say is we don't call them volunteers, we call them team, because they are the team. They're the team together. I say this, it's corny, but it's true. Together, everyone achieves more. I cannot do Awaken the Valley without our team, without our volunteers. So we call them team. They have lanyards that say team on them. And I want to encourage you, see your volunteers as your team, because they are, and journey together. Hear their voices, find out where they want to serve, put them in the places and spaces that they're going to thrive in. Find out those that have a passion for prayer, utilize them in the prayer team. See it as a team, not simply as volunteers coming to fill a slot. So you're going to need your volunteers, and I want to tell you the teams we have. How we did it is we appointed team leaders, and then they found, or we helped them find as well, they found their teams as well. So that you don't have 35, 45, 100 people coming to you on the night. You just have 6 or 7. So we had our host team. They were in charge of welcoming people, ushering, communion, the offering. We had our car park and security team. They were in charge of making sure cars got parked and that the place was safe. We had our hospitality team. They made sure people were fed when they arrived, and that also volunteers had a space where they could eat. We had our prayer teams. We had a head of prayer who recruited intercessors who prayed before and at the event. So we had a head of prayer. Then we had our worship team leader. We had our tech team leader, and then we had an event manager, supervisor, who actually oversaw the whole night, so that I didn't have to worry too much about that. If you're running the Awaken event and it's actually your mandate and your call, there's every chance on the night you're going to want to be talking to people, meeting people, praying for people. Maybe you'll be involved in the service, you'll be preaching or you'll be praying. You don't want to be too worried about the logistics of everything. So have yourself an event coordinator who worries about that on the night and knows what's going on there. Have team leaders so that the volunteers go to their team leaders, and then if needed, they can liaise with you. So that's my advice when it comes to volunteers.